Yeah. Pull up a chair. Mic check, DJ, you in the room? Turn that up. Need that needle touch wax, hear that crackle, that song and groove. That's the stories of the block spinning live in the room. From the craze to the cloud, I've been carrying the sound. Same kid on the corner, now I'm narrating the town. Golden era in my headphones, new world in my phone. Still respect the payphone, still protecting my own. Every cipher on the stairwell was a church, was a school. Now we back to the cipher, same heart, sharper tools. Back to the cipher, we live, we love, we learn here. DJ, you spin truth, let the whole hood burn clear. Culture in the clip, let it bang, let it bang. If you feel this, say the name, say the back to the cipher. Back to the cipher. Yeah. This that uncle on the stoop talk.
Little man, keep your
Mixed with homie on a Zoom call.
plotting how we get
Talk trauma, talk taxes, talk bars, talk practice, talk babies, talk ballads, talk scars, turn classics. Every verse is a voice, every guess is a page. From the barbershop debates to the mics on the stage. When the system don't see us, we still building our lane. Use the pain like a break beat, flip struggle to gain. From the vinyl in the basement to the you on the rise. From the cipher in the hallway to the light in their eyes. If you came from the silence but you dying to speak, pull up, park, here we go line for line every week.
back to the cipher.
We live, we love, we learn here. DJ, you spin truth, let the whole hood burn clear. Culture in the clip, let it bang, let it bang. If you feel this, say the name, say the
Back
name.
to the cipher. Back to the cipher.
Yeah, yeah. From the vinyl in the basement to the youth on a ride. From the cipher in the hallway to the light in they eye. If you came from the silence but you dying to speak. Pull up, park, here we go line for line every week.
Yo, peace. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm DJ Universe, and I need to start today with a specific number that completely changed how I look at my bank account. 73 cents. That is the average amount of every dollar spent at a major national corporate retailer that immediately leaves your local zip code. 73 cents out of every single dollar, gone instantly, never to return to the streets, the schools, or the creators in your neighborhood. Now, think about that for a second. We talk about building legacy, creating opportunity, and supporting the people who are actually putting in the work for the culture. But the truth is, backing the cipher isn't just a catchy phrase to put on a t-shirt or talk about on a track. It is about understanding where your actual hard-earned cash goes and what kind of world you are helping build every single time you swipe that card or hit buy now. I always say this to the artists I manage at Down by Law Management. Every purchase is a vote. Every single dollar has a destination. When you buy a pair of shoes, when you stream a song, when you pay for a service, you are voting for the survival of whoever is on the receiving end of that transaction. So the ultimate question we have to ask ourselves today is a tough one, but we gotta keep it real. Are you actively investing in your own community, or are you helping make massive corporations richer while your own neighborhood gets left behind? It is one or the other. There is no middle ground when it comes to the flow of wealth. Let's break down the actual mechanics of how this works, because when you look at the economics, it becomes crystal clear. When you spend your money with a giant multinational corporation, that money is on a fast track out of your community. The corporate executives don't live down the street from you. The wealthy shareholders aren't sponsoring local events or buying raffle tickets for the high school basketball team. The CEO of that massive tech giant or fast fashion brand isn't putting money back into the local community center. But let's look at what happens when you support a local artist, a local business, or an independent creator. The velocity of that money, how fast it circulates within the community, is completely different. When you buy a project from a local independent hip-hop artist, that artist doesn't just put that money in a vault. They use it to hire a local videographer to shoot their next music video. Then, that videographer takes those funds and pays a local graphic designer to build the treatment and the marketing assets. That graphic designer then turns around and shops at a local neighborhood store, and the owner of that store is the one who sponsors the local youth programs, the weekend food drives, and the community arts workshops. That is a real, tangible economic ripple effect. One single purchase of an independent record or a piece of local merch starts a chain reaction that feeds 5 different families right where you live. That is what backing the cypher actually means. It is economic empowerment built from the concrete up. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm an entrepreneur, so I get it. Big companies have their place in the world. They provide convenience, and sometimes they have resources that are hard to replicate on a small scale. But let's be entirely honest with ourselves here. Most of those mega corporations are not invested in your dreams. They don't care about helping the next generation of independent artists get discovered. They aren't building real opportunities for local entrepreneurs who are starting from scratch, just like I did when I moved from Ohio to Florida with nothing but a dream and a drive to make it happen. They aren't creating platforms for the raw, unfiltered voices that actually need to be heard. And that is exactly why Down by Law Management exists. That is why we built the Hip Hop Hero League, and that is why we launched Hip Hop Hero League TV. We didn't do it to copy the corporate structure. We did it because we believe, deep in our souls, that our communities deserve real ownership. We deserve authentic representation. We deserve genuine opportunities that aren't gatekept by some executive sitting in a high-rise office who doesn't know anything about our culture or our struggles. If we don't build our own tables, we're going to spend the rest of our lives begging for their crumbs. Just close your eyes for a second and imagine what would happen if we actually committed to this on a collective level. Imagine if every single independent artist made it a point to actively support another independent artist. Imagine if every local entrepreneur bought their supplies, their marketing, and their branding from another local entrepreneur. Imagine if every creator shared, commented, and boosted another creator's work instead of viewing them as competition. What if every hip-hop fan made a conscious decision to buy just one local product, one independent album, or one piece of local apparel every single month? That is not a massive financial sacrifice, but when you multiply that by thousands of people, that movement becomes completely unstoppable. It creates a self-sustaining ecosystem. Suddenly, one artist gets the funding they need to buy a professional microphone. Another gets a high-quality logo. Another gets their business website up and running. Another gets the studio time they need to finish their masterpiece. And another gets the marketing exposure that changes their entire trajectory. We all level up together. That is how real movements are built in the real world, not by waiting for permission from the mainstream, and not by waiting for some major label to sign us. We build it ourselves by supporting each other, day in and day out. Every single time someone decides to back the cypher, they are directly fueling a massive engine of creative and economic growth. Your support funds real artist development, independent music releases, the expansion of the Hip Hop Hero League TV network, and the growth of Soul Legacy Apparel and footwear. It funds independent tours, new media platforms, and community partnerships that keep the culture alive and thriving. Every donation, every merch purchase, every single stream, share, and subscription is a brick in the foundation of this legacy. And look, if you are an artist and you are serious about taking your career to the next level, I don't want you to just listen to this podcast and feel inspired. I want you to take real, concrete action. Go right now to downbylawmanagementllc.com and download the free Independent Artist Blueprint. I put this together because I want you to win. Inside, you are going to learn the actual fundamentals of building a real, sustainable, independent music business. We're talking branding, strategic marketing, monetization models, professional networking, legal business structures, and long-term legacy strategy. Because let me tell you something, the artists who understand the business are the ones who stay in the game the longest. The artists who understand ownership are the ones who build true legacy. Every major movement in history started local. Every legendary artist started with just one believer. When you back the cypher, you are choosing to be that believer for someone else. You are turning independent dreams into real, thriving businesses. So head over to downbylawmanagementllc.com, grab that blueprint, check out Soul Legacy Apparel, watch Hip Hop Hero League TV, and let's keep building. Support local, build community, create legacy, and don't just watch the culture. Back the cypher. Teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. So on that note, until the next episode, gratitude, blessings, and one love. Peace.
Everlasting impressions.
Yeah. You feel that? DJ, you in the building. Universe. Talk to him. Yeah. This that Everlasting Impression Studios, turn an idea to an opus. We do the most, from the storyboard scribbled on a napkin to the lens locked in, every frame stays slapping. DJ Universe, visionary with the blueprint, down by law management. That's the movement, products of society, build it from the pavement. Not a soul legacy, walking through every engagement. We shoot flicks, shoot vids, shoot skits, shoot podcasts, whole squad talk slick. YouTube channel, that's the mothership blow. Every upload feel like a feature-length show. From the booth where the 16 spark in the dark to the edit bay, cutting every scene like art. You can feel the grind in the carpet fibers, whole room wired for creators and live. Everlasting impressions, we stamp that soul, put the brand in your mind, let it carve that road. From the mic to the screen, it'll outlast time. Every frame, every rhyme, leave a permanent sign. Everlasting impressions, this the place, this the code. Turn a thought to a world, see the vision unfold. Once you step in the door, you ain't leaving the same. Cause forever in your head, you remember the name. Got the boom bap, swing, trap, snap, funk, flex. Old school groove with a future tense text. Piano in the corner, sax crying in the cut, while a director block shots, calling all the close-ups. Movie magic when the slate go clap. Time spill gems, put the game on the map. TikToks, trailers, series, sequels. We build empires out of everyday people. Down by law, that's artists on assignment. Contracts signed with a cosmic alignment. Products of society, culture in the code. Every project plant seeds, watch the legacy grow. Soul legacy, sneakers on the studio floor. Entrepreneur spirit in the hinges of the door. You can hear it in the laugh track, serious talk. Every hallway a storyboard, every shot got heart. Everlasting impressions, we stamp that soul. Put the brand in your mind, let it call that roll. From the mic to the screen, it'll outlast time. Every frame, every rhyme, leave a permanent sign. Everlasting impressions, this the place, this the code. Turn a thought to a world, see the vision unfold. Once you step in the door, you ain't leaving the same. Cause forever in your head, you remember the name. From a blank page sketch to a red carpet moment, we design every second like we already own it. DJ Universe in human form, turn a brainstorm, drop into a perfect storm. When the credits start rolling, that's the start, not the end. Cause the feeling live on every time it's rewatched again. It's that life on loop, this that brand that stay. Everlasting impressions never fade away. Stamp that soul, put the brand in your mind, let it call that roll. From the mic to the screen, it'll outlast time. Every frame, every rhyme, leave a permanent sign. Everlasting impression, this the place, this the code. Turn a thought to a world, see the vision unfold. Once you step in the door, you ain't leaving the same.